Hey YouTube, I got a question from one of my viewers about using Garmin Virb Edit to manually merge GPS data from one device with video from another camera. I have a Garmin Virb that does all the videoing and recording of GPS information automatically and merges the files without any effort on your part, which is really nice, but I'm very unhappy with the % grade that this camera gives you. So what I've been doing is using this camera to record my bike ride and this Garmin Edge 810 to record the GPS track, and then I manually merge the two using Garmin Virb Edit. You don't need to use this as your GPS. You could use a Garmin watch, you could use a Garmin handheld GPS, or you could use your iPhone or Android phone, as long as you use an app like Strava or Map My Ride or one of those kind of things where you can download the GPX file after you do your ride. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Strava to record my walk that I'm about to go on. I'm going to just do a real short walk. I'm going to do two things though. I'm going to record video on this camera and the walk on this camera. And I'm going to stop this one halfway through so that I have two video files and one GPX file. And I'll show you how you can merge the two. I'm going to hit start here to go for a walk. And I am going to start videoing with this camera, but I'm going to wait till I'm up at the end of the road over there. Okay, I walked up to the end of my road and it's 46 seconds into recording data here that I started the camera, or 45 seconds. So now I'm going to walk down to the end of this road and then walk back up. Okay, so if you're filming a normal bike ride with most cameras, after a certain amount of time, might be 29 minutes or 30 minutes, they will start a new video file. At least that's what the Garmin Virb does. So you end up with multiple video files. So what I'm going to do right now is shut this camera off. I'm 0.1 miles in, 255 in, and now I've started recording a new video clip. Now I have the problem of aligning two video clips, which is kind of the brilliance of the Garmin Virb XE, is you can start and stop it many times and record many video clips, and it automatically syncs the GPS data with the video file. Okay, I am back and I am going to stop my ride, finish, and I'm going to hit save. So now I'm inside and I'm going to hook up these to my computer. So I have recorded the video on this camera and the GPS data on this iPhone. What I'm going to do is remove the memory card, put it in my computer, and from this point forward you're going to see the computer. And this has already uploaded to Strava. Okay, so I am first going to go to Strava, log in, go to my activities, go to morning walk for YouTube video purposes, and save this GPX file. So that went to my downloads directory. The next thing I'm going to do is go start up Virb Edit. I should tell you that I had to import the movies into iMovie because my camera recorded them as AVC HD files and you can't directly deal with them in Virb Edit. So I had to import them into iMovie and then export them as MP4s to my desktop. So here's my two clips in the desktop, and in my downloads folder I have the GPX file. So first I am going to create a new video, whatever, new video is fine. And then I'm going to import some clips. So I don't see import here. I guess I got to go back here and go to here. And if my Garmin Virb were connected, I could import them directly from it. But otherwise, I have to import the files from my desktop, which are here. These are the two files I was hoping that Garmin Virb Edit could import directly, but they're AVC HD files and they can't deal with them. So I am going to copy the clips into the Virb folder. And now I'm going to edit my video. I'm going to drag the two clips down here. And I am going to click on the first one and do Geometrics and import Geometrics. And yeah, my Garmin Edge 810 is connected, and it's going to go out and find all the fit files and display them for you, but that's not what I did. I downloaded the file from Strabo. So if I go to my downloads and I grab that file, there it is. And that file contains position, elevation, distance, grade, course, whatever. So I'm going to say use this log. And now what I have to do is synchronize the two. As I told you, I started the video when I got up to the top of the end of the street. So the end of the street is over here, right there. So what I have to do, it says pick a frame in the video you can find on the map, which is the end of the street. And then find the location on the map. So I am going to zoom in as far as I can. And then I'm going to take the slider at the bottom of the right panel and move it back to the top of the road. That's the end of the road. That's where I started things. Now I'm going to click Done. And now if I were to put gauges on here, say I go to Editing, and I go to Overlays, and I just take the default. Here I have, there's my track, and my miles per hour, elevation, percent grade, all that stuff. If you watch as I scrub through this, you can see I have speed and whatever. But this second clip doesn't have anything. So I have to go through that same process again. So I go to Import Geometrics, and I choose the file that I already chose once before. Now I want to sync the track. Needs to start right about there. And I click Done. So now both of these have some data. We have miles per hour. Distance is going to reset. So what I normally do is I take all of the files, the individual files, and I make them into a single movie first. Then I do this import the video, import the GPX, sync just the beginning, and the whole rest of it is synced. But when you have multiple clips, you got to deal with this crap. Anyway, that's how to do that, and then you would just click export. I'll export it. My downloads folder. So now the video is exported, and I'm going to go look at it. Whoops. Okay, I walked up to the end of my road, and it's 46 seconds into recording data here that I started the camera, or 45 seconds. So as I'm watching this, I'm realizing I didn't sync this very well. It had me going downhill before I actually was going downhill. And you'll especially see at the end, the GPS data ends before the end of the walk. So let me see where I screwed up. And I'm going to try this sync again on the first clip and watch a little of this video. Oh, see, over on the right, I'm going downhill already, where I haven't even started going downhill here. So here's where I turn around and start going downhill. So this really needs to be synced back to right there. And that one's good. Now this one was out of sync also. So I'm going to try to fix that and watch the video, specifically for when I start moving down the hill. I haven't moved yet, but up here it's moving already. So now I'm starting to move down the hill. So this should have been synced up back to, let me move this over. Let's see. Okay. So I'm gonna choose to sync it when I actually start moving right there. So now, when was that over here? Okay, there's where I start moving down the hill. And this is right about where I start moving down. So I'm going to set done, and then I could remake the movie and it would come out okay. So that's about it. I will say that there's a product called Dashware, which has a little better gauges and stuff like that. And wow, it looks like they're going to be working with GoPro for future products. For awesome news from February 23rd onward, we'll be offering. So that's interesting. Maybe Garmin's going to be, not Garmin, GoPro is going to be coming out with some stuff. I do like the Dashware gauges and stuff better. But this does cost money, and it only works on a PC. It does not work on a Mac. They do have notes about how to run it on a Mac. Dashware for Mac. And they send you to a link on Apple to get something called Boot Camp, which can simulate a PC on a Mac. But I don't want to install that crap. But maybe you do. And I do think this costs some money. Let's see how much it's cost. Download. Dashware is now completely free. Wow. Maybe GoPro's coming out with a product like the Virb. Let's hope so. That'd be awesome. Thanks for watching.